Thank you, good night. No. If I could build a building for my son, the walls would be my arms. God would be the architect, correction. The devil would be the architect, correction. There's no architecture that can fit my son properly. He encompasses my thoughts, dreams, and hopes in ways I never thought possible. I would never tell it to his face, but he's taught me a lot more than I think I'll ever teach him. If any of you tell him, I'll swear that it's a lie, lie, lie. I want to build him a tomorrow that's better than my today. Lord knows, better than my yesterday. The only time I ever slapped him was the day he said, Dad, I want to be like you one day. I wanted him to realize that I have much higher expectations for my boy than that. See, he will be an architecture of dreams, of hopes, of imagination, of promises. He will be the living testimony that makes sure that we don't judge people on the color of their skin, but the content of their character. He won't see what shade you are or whose hand you choose to hold or what vote you cast in a ballot box. Instead, I want him to be the architecture of a better mind, a better love, one that understands that we kiss and hug too little in this world. We hold on to things that are nothing more than sand and water through our fingertips while letting go of the things a lot more pressure. I want to slap the crap out of whoever was the architect for Twitter. Don't get me wrong, I use it all the time, so I'm slightly a hypocrite. However, whoever could architect a big thing like, how are you? It's great to see you. I love you. How are you? It's great to see you. I love you. And narrow that down to 144 characters. We keep confining ourselves and constricting ourselves until that's why we explode. Young ladies come on stages not because they have issues, but because they want to be heard and aren't being heard enough at home. I want to build a place and be an architect where she feels like she can be whoever she is. Minus medical needs and or drugs, can be free to let go, let God, let whoever you believe in take over this thing. Do you believe that these four walls have seen more poetry than most of us will see in our entire lives? Did the architect of this building actually have that in mind? Or maybe this place is so old that they used to hang ropes from these banisters with nooses on the end. Maybe this actually used to be a meeting place for the KKK secret society, but maybe that's okay because now you have a really big, really black guy standing in front of you on stage using the freaking word architecture in the midst of this. I wonder if that architect who designed this barn-style lodge ever thought Liz Wright would be here tomorrow with still pulse moving reggae music through this room. Did they think that someone gay and straight would be sitting right next to each other in a room and not be fighting? Jews, Catholics, blacks, whatever you choose yourself to be, would not be arguing. There's a grand architect to this entire thing. Don't you realize this is all not a coincidence? Our parents had it slightly screwed up when they said, the world does not revolve around you, young man. They said that because they were afraid of us getting our hearts broken like they did, but the truth, Swan, is this. The universe does revolve around you, and you, and you, and you. We are all individual architects weaving our own home, condo, apartment, house, studio, mobile home, RV, trailer park, trash area, tent out here flooding in like Kyle did earlier. We are all architects like Carlos Robeson, who didn't make it to this round but is telling me stories about when he used to come here for summer camp when he was a child. I used to drive here from Columbus, Ohio with a broken heart just wanting to spew out suicide notes cleverly disguised as poems just so someone would hug me when the evening evening was over and I could feel like someone might replace the love my ex-wife took with her when she left out the door. We are all architects of something bigger than what we are. So are you just here for entertainment tonight, or are you gonna walk away from this thing moved, changed, challenged, hallelujah, praising, speaking in some tongue that wasn't yours before, realizing that whatever differences we have outside of Black Mountain, North Carolina, we have the audacity to drop them when we come into this building and enjoy one another. Yet and still, someone in this room tonight will ignore the beautiful architecture of the human spirit and stain that we've created in this room and will walk out of it tonight saying fag, Jew, nigger, cracker, dyke, chink, spick. They will not hand a homeless person some money when they're asking for change, not in their pocket, but change. They will walk back home being no better than what they are. I ask you, while we're having fun, just remember these are more than just poems. I'm not the architect of this improv. You are the architect of this improv. You are giving me what I need to say, everything that's happening. Do you realize I'm not on stage? I'm just the one with the microphone. The stage is yours. Act accordingly throughout your life, from the little babies to the older people in the room. You are the architect. Let's build something tonight.